with the Rams, a 20-time title holder over 3 continents, ranging from the United States to Europe to Japan, former 3-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and the first 400-plus pound man to do a moonsault. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured it out by now, we are with live Big Van Vader. Vader, please, I'm bowing down, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for the introduction. That's great. I appreciate that, man. You know what? I got to do it. So, from the power of the Rocky Mountains and Boulder, Colorado, I'll bring you the Prince of Power. So it's time. It's time. It's Big Event Vader time. Let's talk, bro. I appreciate that. That's nice. Thank you.
Oh, anytime. You're welcome. I appreciate you, taking time out of your life to talk to us and letting us know what's going on in Vader's world and what Vader does when he's not in the ring killing people. What does Vader do? Like, what do you do? I mean, you have to go food shopping and do all the stuff that normal people do. So what exactly does Vader do?
Well, first of all, I don't go food shopping anymore. It's you know what? I was up over 400 pounds just a few months ago, and it's just I've always felt comfortable at my weight. I'm not trying to say I've always looked good at my weight, but you know what? My son got me involved with a food company, and they deliver my meals to the front door. And literally, I mean, and other than water and some drinks, tea, and some Diet Cola and stuff like that, I eat this food. And I've dropped in a very short time, about 45 pounds. I think that puts me right about 355. So I feel good. I look good. I'm in the gym. And, I do a little traveling in terms of, I go to Japan and do some stuff, autographs and stuff like that over in Europe occasionally and then around the United States. But here at home in Boulder, I'm working. I've created an exercise device, and it's a little premature for me to start talking about this because we're far from coming out on the market. But it's a handheld device. It's complete upper body, including your stomach. It's lightweight. The key to it is that it has variable strength. It's similar to the Bowflex, which is not portable. This is portable. You can break it down in 3 pieces and carry it in your travel bag. And the variable strengths are obviously the rods have there's thicker ones and there's thinner ones. So I could use it, and then a 15-year-old kid could use it. So it gives you an option. A 55-year-old woman could use it and keep her upper body tight and keep gravity away as long as possible. So, I managed to stay busy and, enjoying life. And summers here in Boulder are just beautiful. The blue skies and the mountains. I have a cabin up in the mountains, and I enjoy getting up there. But you know what? There's one thing that I think all wrestling fans will enjoy to hear this, and this is directly relating to wrestling. But there's a company out of England, and it's Celeb, CELEBVM.com, and it's a wrestling video messaging company, and it's basically WrestlingVideoMessages.com. And then, for example, you could buy your friend a happy birthday wish. You could you have some friends that are married and they're having an anniversary, or an anniversary of anything. You could buy them a happy anniversary wish. Basically, you could order a video through this company from me, Big Van Vader, or any of the other wrestling stars, or any of the other movie stars. There's a lot of Star Trek, Mr. Kirk and Captain Kirk, and David Hasselhoff is on there. But this is a very unique concept, and I don't remember ever hearing or seeing anything like it. But so in the morning I'll wake up and I'll get 20 requests from different individuals around the world, literally from Australia and Japan and Canada, America, England, and you say, well, you got to spend some time, and you set up your phone and you put on your mask and you put on a muscle shirt and you give these guys little selfies, little 30, 40-second selfies, and you wish them a happy birthday. You wish them, I don't know, whatever the occasion is. The prices range from $25 to $100, and I enjoy doing it. It brings me back to my old days. I remember working for Ted Turner down in Atlanta with the WCW, and I mentioned that company obviously with the WWE, and we didn't do much videos in Japan because no one really cared what I said in Japan because they couldn't understand me. But I remember, we'd go in there and spend 4 and 5 hours doing videos about the upcoming matches. Friday night in Chicago, Sting and I are going to get it on, blah 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 blah. And it's very similar to that. You can get a wrestling style promo as a birthday wish. And this company, I'll tell you what, I wish I would have came up with the idea because it's going to do very well, and they're going to sell this company to someone and make a lot of money. But it's doing well. There's a lot of people involved in it, big name people, and Stone Cold was talking about it on his podcast. I guess they got some sponsorship time with them, and then Jericho was talking about it on his podcast, and I believe Jim Ross was talking about it on his podcast. So, you know what? It's fun, and obviously it's extra money. It's pocket money and grocery money and stuff like that. But I appreciate you letting me talk about it. This is I enjoy doing it. It brings cold memories, and again, it's just a lot of fun.
No, absolutely. It sounds like something that's pretty cool because it's personable, and you custom it to whoever you're sending it to. So if it's something birthday, it's kind of a happy message. If it's something that somebody wants to mess with somebody and be angry, you can go right into character and kind of send them an angry message. So let's just hope McMahon doesn't buy it.
I'm sorry, sir?
I said let's just hope Vince McMahon doesn't buy it.
Yeah, you know what? That would he would have it all. I actually got a request to propose to a guy's girlfriend for him. Oh, and I actually got down on one knee and doing the selfie and said, now this is from Rodney, and he wanted Big Van Vader to tell you that so-and-so, I don't want to name his name, wants you to marry him. He wants to spend the rest of his life with you. And he loves you dearly and blah, blah, blah. And I understood she said yes. So, it's unique. And it's a lot of fun. And for me, it takes, 30, 40 minutes, and you can knock out 20 or 30 of these, and you know what, it's just a lot of fun. Great concept, great company, great people running the company, and WrestlingVideoMessages.com, CelebVM.com, and man, you got to check it out. You could if you got a friend that you don't particularly like, or if he's got a bad haircut, or he needs to take showers more often, if you know what I'm talking about, you could hit on him that way. Just have you cut a mean promo on him and tell him to get in the tub, get in the shower, wash up, and cut your hair, do something.
That'd be the best $25 spent.
I'm sorry, what did you say, man?
I said that'd be the best $25 I spent.
Well, and they range from 25 to 100, so it depends on who you get, and some of them are a little more expensive, but man, I tell you what, if there's anyone out there who wants a message from me, I'd be happy to do it. You just got to contact this company and put your request in, and that's all you do, and then you wait for delivery, and that's it.
That sounds cool. It definitely does sound really cool, and I can really see a lot of parents sending personal messages especially from wrestlers or celebrities for birthdays, and getting like a really good kick out of it, because like I said, it's it's personable. It's not just someone calling and say, "Hey, happy birthday." It's you're saying their name. Happy birthday from Big Van Vader. Blah blah blah. Have a great birthday. It's great. It's absolutely awesome.
I even did one for a high school football team where they had a big rivalry game, and and pumped them up, fired them up, and sort of Vader time. It was winning time, and it was kind of like a pep talk. And I guess the coach played it, and they got off on it. So tell you what, man, it's fun and it's exciting, but
so it sounds fun. It does sound fun.
You know what? I wish I would have been involved on the ground floor on this one, because somebody can make some money. Bottom line, it's a good concept.
Yeah, I mean, whoever thought of the idea, they, it's just a matter of going out there and getting the names to attach to these messages. I mean, you don't want Joe Smo down the block or Bob Smith sending these messages. You want Big Van Vader sending these messages, because it's worth it. It's worth it.
Hey man, just for the record, I was just for the record, I was a high school football American, and then I was recruited. Man, a lot of people don't know about my wrestling background. My football. I started out in football, and that was without question, that was my first love, and I envisioned being a 20-year pro, and it didn't work out for me. I was with the Los Angeles Rams, and I ruptured my patellar tendon against the Dallas Cowboys, and my career was shortened. But I was a high school All-American. I got recruited just at USC, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, everywhere. I mean, I had scholarships everywhere, and I University of Colorado in Boulder, where I live now, was a very good football team at that time. We were a top 5 team, and we had in fact, University of Colorado was putting out more professional football prospects or draftees, or however you want to say it, than USC at the time. Okay. And so I came here. Obviously, I fell in love with the mountains and blue sky, and getting out of LA and the traffic and all that stuff. So, and then from here, I went on to Los Angeles Rams, and I'm proud owner of a Super Bowl ring. And then, I got hurt. It was a preseason game, and I was against Dallas Cowboys, and I was actually playing head up against Randy White. He's a Hall of Famer from the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
And was doing very well. I had held him for 3 quarters to 0 sacks and 0 tackles, and I pulled out on a sweep, and then I went head up with a defensive back, and my knee just exploded, and the patellar tendon ruptured, and that was it for me. So, it was kind of a sad ending, and I got into real estate and was doing very well. And if I could turn back the clock, I probably would have stayed in real estate. I would have had a lot less bumps and bruises at this point in my life. I stayed out of wrestling, but I just fell in love with wrestling, and just being in front of a crowd, I missed that. And so I got back in shape and became Big Van Vader. And
I mean,
just wanted to
you can't complain too much. I mean, you did go on to, I guess you had some sort of wrestling career. I mean, that was kind of okay, I guess. So,
thank you. You know what? I'm not complaining at all. I I did well. I mean, I've got world titles around the globe, and I've been around the world like 25 times, and it's hard work. So wrestling isn't all about being on TV, and wrestling is hard work. And back in my era, maybe a little bit harder than it is today, but I don't know. It's they call it entertainment, and I call it a sport, because you are competing every day of your life. You're fighting for that spot, and I really do. I feel the companies in my prime, they looked at me to be the top guy. I mean, I've got I don't know, 12, 13, 14-year-old titles over in Japan, and you know what? It's tough enough just as an American just to be called up by Inoki or Baba or Mizawa from Noah, Mitsuharu